G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. In the previous episode we joined up with the Vanguard, or, well, signed up to the Vanguard. We went through a whole bunch of, I guess, displays, explaining a little bit of the history of the United Colonies, and we did a flight sim to get to where we are right now, which is a probationary mission out here on the planet Tau Ceti 2. Now, we're here to try and fix up a comms relay, but when we got here, the place looks deserted. Well, not exactly deserted. There's a whole bunch of bodies everywhere, and something's gone down, obviously. We've just heard some sort of a screech or a scream or whatever it is over in that direction, and whatever it is doesn't sound human, so I'm thinking we're going to be dealing with a very, very hostile alien species. But anyway, let's move on and let's see what we're going to be dealing with here.
Either I got hit harder than I thought, or you've got some incredible timing. Regardless, I think it knows you're here. I'll unlock the door. Second floor, main building. But be quiet.
Let's hear the creepy lady out, I guess.
Be quiet, okay. Is something out here? I'm not sure if something's like prowling around. Alright, Barrett, get in here. Close the door. Alright, Hadrian, what's going on?
So what do we got here? Too clean to be one of the settlers. Or a pirate. You see on patrol, maybe? Yeah, make my day if you said you were a shock trooper out for a stroll.
Actually the Vanguard sent me, though they failed to mention how bad things were.
Vanguard, huh? Yeah, I expect they didn't. I'm Hadrian. I was a researcher with the UC. I came here on a rumor of a... Well, I expect you saw the results on your way in. What's left of the settlers? The work of Oxysio Machina. A Terromorph. One of the nastiest aliens humanity's ever crossed paths with. And this one, well, it's something of an anomaly. Possibly a worrying one.
Oh, just perfect. Sure, why not?
Wait, are all the settlers dead then?
I managed to scope out a fair bit of the facility before it found me. If there are any survivors of the attack, they're long gone.
Jeez, okay. What kind of anomaly are we talking about here?
Terromorphs have a unique growth cycle. They're usually only found on worlds that have been long colonized by humanity. But Tau Ceti's too young to have one. Yet here it is. I came looking for an explanation and found all this.
Hang on. So Terromorphs only exist where there are human colonies. How does that even work? Unless someone's put them there on purpose to cause havoc amongst humanity. But who would do such a thing, though? Sounds like you could use my help then.
I sure could. Because to confirm my suspicions about this creature, I'm gonna need a tissue sample from it.
Oh god.
And to get that, I need its corpse. But there is a way we can give ourselves an edge against this thing. The plant's security system. The admin terminal's here in this building, but it needs its connection reset. And as I found out, that's not a one-person job. But if you can make it to the security outpost and restore the connection, I think I can get things back online. See if the settlers left us any other tools.
Alright, so we're gonna need to get security online. I guess maybe there might be turrets and the like. Maybe even security bots. Where can I find the security outpost?
It's the building in the middle of the facility. The terminal in there should allow you to grant me access to the system as a whole. Then we can see about getting things back online.
What can you tell me about this security system?
The settlers outfitted most of the buildings with turrets at some point. Not sure how many are still operable, but at least a few appeared to be in fighting shape.
There were also some sensors scattered around the facility that I didn't recognize. But those are honestly all just educated guesses until we get the connection reset.
Alright then, well, let's get that security system back online.
Good. Once I see the connection reset, I'll get things underway on my end. Take care of yourself out there.
And make sure you leave enough of that thing for us to get a sample.
Alright, well, let's get our shotgun handy. And speaking of shotgun, I think maybe it might be a good idea for us to get another shotgun handy as well. This thing here, cornered calibrated pacifier. And I'm gonna swap it out with the Old Earth hunting rifle here, because I'm not entirely sure we're gonna need that. I mean, I'm really hoping that we don't have to face off the Terromorph on our own. Let's grab some stuff here. Alright. Need some sealant. That leads outside. Okay, so what are we dealing with? Okay, this is quite a large facility. Do I want to be walking around within the facility itself? I don't really know. Cheese? Yes, please. More ammo. And I mean, I don't know, do I want to take a look at the computer here? I know she's using it, but got job logs. Okay, power back on, test, hello, Tau Ceti. Good God, going 45 hours a day, working through the nights. It took all the Model A's where we had on hand a full week to get this place scrubbed properly. Military sure was in a rush to get out of here after the colony war ended, I guess. Finally don't have to wear my breather indoors, one building down. Just wrapped getting the prototypes installed and run through diagnostics. Everything looks good so far. The new age of clean kill meat production begins today. I don't want to jinx it, but prototypes are working as expected. Better, maybe. We've had multiple successful tests, able to save all the scraps we'd expected to. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but this may work. Tau Gourmet might just change things. Okay. Could the Terromorph being here have anything to do with why the military left so quickly? Alright. That's the direction we want to go in. And apparently this is some kind of meatworks. I really, really do not like this situation. I mean, would it perhaps be wise for us to try and complete this mission first? Take out this Terromorph, however difficult it may be, and then we can loot this place. Maybe. I really don't know how tough a Terromorph might be. Come on, Barrett, get in here. Bunch of dead guys. Advanced Navigator Power Pack. Power Boost Pack. Might take that, actually. Oh, what? Nova Blast Disruptor. That looks cool as hell.
Well, they don't need it now.
Barrett. Now's not the time for witty remarks. Oh god. Alright. Every single noise in this game is freaking me out now. Okay, Tau Gourmet Security Hub. Status multiple warnings received. Please select an option from the list below. Status warning: admin connection lost, server connection lost, all external functionality locked. Reset connection? Yes. Allow Hadrian to analyze the system. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how we do that, but we'll find that out soon. Multiple warnings received. Please select an option from the list below. Automated defenses. Turret diagnostic. Error. Damage detected. Power fault detected. Okay. System power reset required. Reset all power breakers. Okay. So I guess we still need to do a little bit more work on that. Tracking system status offline. Proceed to control room to initiate system reboot. Security logs. Equipment dropped today. Additional materials for the livestock tracking system. Ian's cooking up. Couple predators came over the ridge last night. Maria was up, so she took a couple shots at them, drove them off. Those turrets can't get here soon enough. Got the turrets delivered at long last. Once those are installed, no one needs to night watch anymore. Our lives are about to get a whole lot better. Took multiple days on ladders, but the turrets are hooked up and ready to go. Goodbye, night shift. I may have been hasty, turned the things on for the first time last night and blew out the grid. Rewiring starts today. Okay, couple more tests of the system and I think we're finally ready for prime time. All the automation they're trying to build into this place draws a lot more power than we initially planned for. Some technical materials and, more excitedly, feed dropped off today, finally getting perishables at long last. Seems like this might be truly happening.
Connection restored. I'll make this quick. Plant's turrets took a beating, but I should be able to get you a couple of kill lanes. Just get the thing to chase you down the alleys between the buildings, and you'll lead it right into a crossfire. Hello. I wish I'd found this earlier. Those sensors around the facility? Part of a livestock tracking system. Should let you keep tabs on how close the Terromorph is. But it's not connected to this network. There should be a terminal in the adjoining room. Tune it to 183.5.
183.5. Okay. Connecting playback to user. Okay. Let's take a look at the build logs here. Okay, I think we're finally ready to give this a real test. The frequency needs to be calibrated to the size of the stock, though, so we'll need to get some general measurements of the creatures once they arrive. But if this works, it could mean a new era in open range farming. We'll be able to function without fences. True free range. We're going to make so much damn money. Build 0.3. Everyone's finally got their hearing back, so I think we can go for test number 2. Our initial hopes for range and distance might have been a little bit ambitious, but we've at least got the fundamentals down. Turn on system, have the signal beam directly into your personal radio, letting you know the location of nearby critters. Next up, improving how many animals we can track at once and how far we can track them. Okay, so we can hear these animals directly, or?
Tracker's reading green. And what's that sound?
The security lockdown is active.
Shit. Stop. Stop whatever you're doing and get in cover. It's on the move.
Oh god. Oh, that is terrifying.
Look, I wouldn't engage directly if you can avoid it. The kill lanes. They're set up but need power. There's breakers on each of the buildings you can throw to get them live. Once they're online, lead the Terromorph towards the lights and watch the fireworks. Give it hell, Vanguard.
Okay. When we signed up for our probationary mission, I wasn't expecting something so terrifying. Hang on. Let's check what we need to do here. So optional, restore power to the kill lanes. 0 out of 3. Barrett, get out of the way. Okay, there it is. My lord, okay. Well, we roughly know where it is. So... yeah, okay, probably won't hear us if we're this far away.
System rearm. Fail. Additional power required.
Additional power? I mean, how do I get additional power then? Oh my god, Barrett!
Weapon room activated. Stand clear.
Okay, it is actually getting a little bit closer. I assume if it wanted to, it'd be able to just jump up here.
Local defenses restored.
Oh, this is going to be fast.
Okay. Barrett?
Additional power required.
Oh man. Turrets! Help me! Help me, turrets!
Weapon group online.
Alright, where is this thing? Oh,
Oh, yes. I
okay,
know
Barrett's
how
with
this
us.
ends.
It's good.
I've done this 1,000 times. You aren't ready for this, but I am. Ah!
Oh
That's
my
what I'm
god.
talking about. Hot damn. Think we
Ah.
can get it stuffed?
Alright, that was
Look
kind of
awesome at the
terrifying.
lodge next to that ship model.
Alright, so Terromorph cell sample.
All yours.
There we go. Right. Ah, God. Alright, was not expecting this sort of mission, but it is done anyway. I mean, that would have been much, much harder without the turrets backing us up, so... And that was, what, a level 17 Terromorph? That was kind of a challenge already.
Trekker's gone quiet. I suspect it's either hiding or...
Wait. You did it, didn't you? heavens above! You just flatlined a Terromorph!
I believe the words you were looking for are "thank you for saving my ass."
I'm not too proud. Thank you for saving my ass.
You didn't happen to grab me a tissue sample, did you?
Can you really learn much from a little sample?
A lot of life gets recorded in our cells. Like, for example, if this Terromorph's cells have certain radiation or chemical exposures, it could point to it having been transported on a ship. Then, we could start getting some answers about this thing. So, did you manage to nab one?
Yep, here you go.
All right. I spotted a microscope downstairs. Let's see if we can't get to the bottom of this.
Alright, sweet. But now we should be able to loot the entire place as well without having to, you know, be scared about a Terromorph on the prowl. You would think, anyway. Or maybe there are other dangers here. Who knows? A whole bunch of other stuff in here. People don't need stuff anymore, right? So let's loot all of their things. That might fit. Do we have 3 in a row somewhere? Maybe this. And 2 like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks like it works. But this could work for all of the layers though, so just want to be a little bit careful about that. Okay, so that might work. That looks good. That looks good as well. Alright, let's do it.
Find out.
Modified Old Earth Pistol. Ah, that looks cool. This looks like a M911. I think that's the model. I mean, I'm not really much of a gum nut. Anyway, let's take everything.
This was locked.
Let's take that. And yeah, let's follow this lady to... I think we're looking for a microscope, or... yeah.
The older model. Okay, let's see what you can do. Running basic diagnostics? Nothing. Maybe a flax can? No. Spectrograph. Damn. This equipment, it's not set up to do a proper analysis of our sample. But this Terromorph being here, of all places, it doesn't make sense. Humanity's spread plenty of creatures in our travels across the stars. Pets, livestock, pests. But Terromorphs, they're different. To our knowledge, no one's ever spread them intentionally. Yet somehow, they follow us.
Some say they're demons, others claim they're a witch's curse or a ghost's revenge. But the science is going to lead us to the real reason. I just know it.
So when humans settle a world, 70 to 100 years later, Terromorphs tend to just appear. No one knows how or why. Dangerous, but at least predictable. Tau Ceti, though, it's too young to have a native population. It's only been colonized 20 years? But then the other option, that someone captured one of the deadliest predators in the galaxy just to wipe out some settlers minding their own business? That seems awfully implausible. Which means we're either looking at a truly strange murder or a faster type of Terromorph growth, the results of which could be catastrophic. Terromorph outbreaks have taken down far bigger colonies than this one.
Okay. So, by that account, then there must be some Terromorphs on Jemison, considering, you know, New Atlantis is there, and that's probably the oldest colony. How does no one know how Terromorphs get onto human worlds? Aren't they kind of hard to miss?
Well, they're not exactly buying tickets and flying coach. The theory is that they're spread by some kind of egg or seed that's able to evade our detection. But how the hell an undetectable egg turns into a Terromorph without anyone noticing is a question no one's ever found an answer to.
And it's why what's happened here could be real bad news for the rest of human civilization.
Terromorphs have taken down other colonies?
They have. They even took down an entire city once. A place called Londinian had to be quarantined due to a massive outbreak during the Colony War. It's the only known loss of that scale, but it's the reason why any change in our relationship with these creatures needs to be taken very seriously.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation to this.
There is. I mean, there has to be. We just have to find it. Time was, I had access to one of the best repositories of Terromorph research in the galaxy. Seems a natural place to start looking, if I can figure how to access it. But we also need to get this sample properly analyzed, get confirmation on just how concerned we should be. Luckily, I think I know just the person to help with the sample. What would you say to delivering this to him for me?
I'd do it myself, but I need to call in some favors. See if I can't get access to that Terromorph data. Plus, maybe just pop by a hospital for a little bit. Clear it with your commander first if you have to.
You can even show them this. My gene tag. Tell them Hadrian Sanan is worried there could be more attacks on the horizon. They should recognize the name.
Why would the commander know who you are? Are you with the UC military too?
I was. Long time ago. Family tradition. But I know some of the folks from my old unit moved into the Vanguard. A couple even owe me favors. If I'm lucky, your commander is one of them.
Okay. Don't worry, I'll make sure my commander agrees.
Oh, you don't understand what a weight off my shoulders that is.
I need Dr. Percival Walker to put together a sample analysis for this thing. Full workup. He'll know what that means.
I'm not sure exactly where to find him, but last I heard he was contracting with the Trade Authority on Mars. There's a place called the Sixth Circle in Sidonia. Bar run by some old friends. I'll meet you and Percival there. And here, it's not exactly a bounty, but you certainly deserve them. Should cover the cost of fuel to Mars, at least.
Now please, go check in with your commander. We need to know what we're dealing with.
Alright. It's not a lot of creds, but I guess it's better than nothing. And yeah, this is a very exciting storyline to follow as well, so I'm keen on continuing with this. Well, I mean, with everything done here, it's time to loot the entire place, so let's do it. Yep, okay, and let's see. That goes there, and... There we go. Alright.
Like butter.
Interesting. Let's see. Alright, and now that it's not so dark anymore, it's also less intimidating than before. Just keep looking around. Too bad about all of the settlers, though. I wonder what's going to happen to this place. Whether or not people will come back and continue the work. I suppose the company is now done for, right? This food production company. I guess they were going to be maybe a main competitor to Chunks. And actually, speaking of, maybe that could be an angle here. Maybe the people at Chunks Corporation dropped off a Terromorph here to, you know, get rid of the competition. Bit of a sinister and brutal way to do it.
Look, I love meat like a lot of folks, but feels like we could have figured out something more humane by now.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure if we've looked at everything. I get the feeling that we're probably missing a whole lot. Yeah, nothing over here. Perhaps maybe back at the initial building. There might be some stuff there. And I suppose I should go back to where we first found what's her name? Hadrin, I think. So this is the room we started off in. And there's this room which we have been in already. Are there any other rooms though? Maybe not. Maybe that's it. Maybe a whole bunch of stuff in here.
Nah, I don't get it. Factories in the middle of nowhere are usually connected to the military.
Okay, this only fits in the back line, so maybe something like that. Need 3 more for the back line. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think so. These 2 for the back line. Alright, let's deal with the front. Yep. And I think we can use this as well. Let's do it. Alright, so that's definitely going there. That's going there as well. Oh, hang on. No, that's where we wanted to use for the back line. Yeah, these 2. So this should be okay. Yeah, like that.
Very in my spirit.
Okay, well, that's not really worthwhile, but anyway.
This is just neat, isn't it?
Okay.
This better not be the secret ingredient. Look, I love meat like a lot of folks, but feels like we could have figured out something more humane by now.
Yep, we've been through here. I think maybe just checking out this structure here. Hopefully it has some stuff. I think we largely ignored everything because we were too much in a panic to try and get stuff activated. These might be sealants actually, let's take those. I think we might be done, guys. So let's return to the ship. And I guess we need to go back to the commander and report back to him. Tell him what's happened here. So let's set a course and fast travel. Okay, Commander Tuala is just over here. Let's quickly run our way there. Us wearing our new uniform. Looks quite nice.
Let me take a look at your file.
Look who's back. All set with that probationary mission? We can do your debrief and formally welcome you into the Vanguard whenever you're ready.
I need your permission to deliver a Terromorph tissue sample to Mars.
A terror? What? How did you walk away with the Terromorph tissue sample running comms repairs? What happened to the settlers?
The thing that ate the settlers and nearly ate me wasn't really interested in repairs.
It's... what? That's a hell of a probationary mission.
Aw, you tell
Some
me.
serious grit to make it through an experience like that. Above and beyond doesn't really begin to describe it now, does it? Earned yourself some serious hazard pay on this one. But, if none of the settlers made it, who's got you delivering the sample?
There was a researcher investigating the place. She gave me this gene tag to show you.
A researcher? Let me see that. Sanan. I know that name. Let me check the database. A lot of this data's been classified. Here we go. Service record. Wow. That's a lot of commendations. Seems like she served with distinction as co-head of a UC Xenoweapons division. Faced tribunal at the end of the Colony War. And was dismissed from duty. Guess that's why I'd heard the name before. If she's former Xeno warfare, though, well, we can at least be sure she knows her aliens.
Okay, we do know that there were a few leaders of the UC that were, I guess, essentially tried and found guilty and put to death as a result of the colony wars. That was the terms of the agreement with the Freestar. I wonder if she might be related to one of the leaders that were executed. Anyway. Xeno warfare doesn't really sound too good.
I'm sure she doesn't list it at the top of her resume. But considering her service record and her area of expertise, I'm not seeing a reason to think this request is anything other than genuine. Did your survivor, Hadrian, did she mention why she thinks this sample's so special?
There's some credits in it for me. She's afraid there could be more attacks like the one that wiped out the people of Tau Ceti.
She thinks there could be more of these? This has been one of the more surprising debriefs I've ever been a part of. I did actually have another mission lined up for you, supporting UC system defense against the Crimson Fleet. But now I guess you have two options on how to proceed. Head to the UC Vigilance and help out SysDef, or deliver that sample. I'll make sure you've got the proper clearances for either path. Consider these your first official orders. And here, so everyone knows you're working with the Vanguard. Welcome to the Navy, Captain. Vanguard's also got some custom ship modifications. You'll be cleared for access to them next time you're down at the spaceport. Talk to ship services. Now, if there wasn't anything else, I suggest you move out.
Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. 7,000 creds. We've got a few additional things here, like spacesuits and stuff. Let's just check that out for a moment. So, whoa. Now that looks cool. And it is actually giving us better stats as well, so why not? Let's do it. And we might also have a space helmet. UC Vanguard space helmet. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I am a fan of the space helmet design for the vanguards. But it's also giving us lower stats, so I might actually keep the shock troop space helmet, because this one looks cool as hell. I wonder if there's a way for us to customize like the colors and stuff like that. I think there is, because if we can sort of mix and match and then sort of you know, align the colors a little bit, that'll be kind of cool. Just checking on other stuff that might give us some benefits. I think this is still the best one. Let's rock this. And oh, actually, we did pick up that boost pack before. Yeah, it is a little heavier, but a UC boost pack. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll go with the Navigator power pack. That looks good. Okay. It's a bit tight around the thighs and calves, though. Very, very hipster. Alright, cool. Let's see here. Next order of things is... deep cover. We could go and do this to proceed to the UC Vigilance and provide assistance to them against the pirates. Or we can do delivering the sample, but I'm not sure if we can do both of them. It almost sounds like you could only do one, but I'm hoping that you can do both of them anyway, so after we deliver the sample, maybe we can do deep cover. Or we can continue on with the Ranger missions as well. But I think we're going to switch things up completely, and we'll go back to the Constellation, and we'll actually do our main mission for them to go to Procyon 3. And every time we tried to get to Procyon 3, stuff came up and we got distracted. But while we're here, I might go to the lodge, and I want to see if we can drop off a few things in the safe, have a sleep, and then we'll make our way to Procyon 3. Where is the lodge? I think it's around here somewhere. And it seems like we've also unlocked the ability...
Dusty, let's talk. Never mind. Sorry. Thinking of something else. Yes, Captain. Hey, so I'm really enjoying our time together. Thought you should know. It's been a long time since I worked with someone so closely. I didn't realize how much I missed it. And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. So, thank you. Right. Later.
Yeah, it's just not a big fan of all this jank, especially when we're supposed to be talking to people. Let's talk to him a little bit later when he's less janky. For now, I just want to focus on... oh god, alright. Sorry, we're just messing up the place. Alright, so let's put stuff in here. We need the adaptive frames, sealants. Yep. But now I do want to just chuck some of our random things here. My friend Wilby, yep. Galacticat. Parsec Pooch. And I don't suppose I really need Solomon's map anymore, so I'll just chuck that there. Mate, it's my room. Why are you coming in here and barging in? Alright, so let's get 7 hours sleep. And from there, we'll move on. Now, I was just about to say before Barrett rudely interrupted us, but it seems like we might have new ship parts to work with if we do decide to reconstruct the ship. And
You're
I am
awake. Finally.
definitely thinking
We have
of
so much
reconstructing
to
the
do.
ship sometime very soon. And I might do something similar to what we did last time, which is sort of do a sped up version of the ship reconstruction. Let me take a look at how much money we have as well, because that's obviously very important. Okay, yeah, we've got plenty of cash for a revamp of the ship when we need to do that. Alright, Barrett.
Hey, so I'm really enjoying. It's been a long time, and you haven't stopped.
Why would I stop you?
Well, there's a school of thought that you shouldn't go chasing ghosts. And they're probably right. Ghosts are spooky. But maybe this isn't that kind of chase. And Irvin's case is far from dead.
Well, if it matters to you, it matters to me, mate.
See, that's what makes you a good captain in my book. You're supportive. On that note, I do have some news about Irvin's case. So, I wanted to let you know that I heard back from my contact, and I think you'll want to hear this. They sent me a copy of some public records. It's interesting. There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing him of damaging their investments. Looks like Irvin didn't even enter a plea.
Who brought the case to court?
The Hephaestus Mining Corporation. And they also won the case.
What was the settlement?
Some of Irvin's paychecks were seized, as well as any assets that weren't under joint ownership.
I don't understand how Irvin could have been guilty of that.
Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that, because I just can't believe it. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin, claiming he irreparably damaged their mine. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around the mine, which led to herd creatures overeating the grasses. That caused the soils to release too many gases too fast, which cost Hephaestus a ton of money.
Killing apex predators led to all of that?
They claim the creature he killed was a critical hive species that caused a cascade effect when they were killed off. Irvin killed the equivalent of a queen bee, and the whole hive collapsed, basically.
And that seems really hard to prove.
It looks like they considered him a no-show and ruled against him. So anyway, according to the court documents, there was a witness for the defense, who was a no-show too. Then Hephaestus won by default. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't.
Is your contact still available for work?
Yes, they plan to stay in the same system for a while.
Why didn't the witness show up?
They withdrew their testimony the morning of the trial. Said they had a sincere change of heart.
Very sus. Did you know about the apartment before this?
I didn't know he bought it. Must have been a better deal than renting for the time he was there.
Sounds like the case is closed.
That doesn't mean we can't do anything about it. And if nothing else, I just want to know more about what happened to Irvin. So here's what I was thinking. I can persuade my contact to keep digging a little bit more. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask them to follow up on one thing. Should I tell them to investigate the company more or look into the witness instead?
What do you want to find out with the witness?
I wonder what his real reason was for retracting his testimony. Did he report anything to security?
What can we find out by investigating the company?
I just want to know why they picked Irvin. Why did they set him up?
Why don't we investigate both, man? So we'll give you 4,000 credits for that overtime.
For that much money? They'll do it. You know, this investigation is time-consuming, but it's also pretty cathartic. And who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain, thanks for checking in with me.
Sweet. Alright. Well, hopefully, as a result of all of this, at some point we'll be able to do an actual, mission involving Barrett and this storyline. So let's head back to the ship. Gonna quickly jump out of it to sell some of the stuff that we picked up
been gone forever.
from our previous jaunt.
You might want this.
And I think we might call it an episode here, guys, once we've done with all of the selling. And when I come back in the next episode, I think we're going to have already played around with reconstructing the ship and perhaps maybe exploring some of the newer ship pieces that we can work with. Do I want to get rid of the Vanguard space helmet? Maybe I can just keep this in the safe. That way, if we do decide to, look entirely like a Vanguard trooper, then we could. Ray Open Ravi Plaz helmet. Nope, we don't need that. And get rid of mines. And I think that's it. Oh, maybe there are some weapons that we don't need. Oh no, okay. These are definitely things that we want to use. There's a couple of the old Earth hunting rifles, so we'll probably get rid of that. Instigating Assassin's Calibrated Side Star. I like how this one's actually silenced, so it might be useful.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings.
Alright, and let's just go
Captain, greetings.
to the cockpit
I have something
for a second
for you.
here, and let's also just use the safe. Chuck that in there. And I do also want to check out the cargo hold. Got some resources that we can dump into there. 113, again. Something is weighing us down. Ah, okay, it's all these packs as well. My bad. Well, why don't we just drop one of our packs there, the Vanguard one. And let's go back down.
Hey, you might want this.
Greetings, Captain.
And we'll sell that off as well. There we go, 99. Alright. As long as it's around about 100, I'll be pretty happy. But, okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that we progressed the Vanguard storyline, and we have a couple of options here to continue with the Vanguard quest line. We've also got the Ranger quest line, but obviously we have been ignoring Constellation for quite a bit, so I think it's about time that we go to Procyon 3 and find out what's going on there, see if we can find an artifact of some sort. It does sound like it might be a big deal, so I'll definitely take Barrett with me for that one and see what's going on there. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.